Hey guys, welcome back to Skyfactory 3 with a bonus episode all about Dimlets. I know you guys are just about as excited as I am. Woohoo! Alright. Anyway, let's get hop right in. So, our bonus episodes are typically a little shorter, so I'm hoping to keep this short. I just want to show off what I did learn in between episodes. Let me go ahead and swap the views here. Alright, so we were trying to make a Dimlet world last time. Something that would be either iron or draconium as well. And I did figure out what I needed to do. So if you look here somewhere, where'd it go? There we go. All right, so I've been making a bunch of different blank dimensions. So if you look at our dialing device here, where's it over here? Oh my gosh, I don't know where anything is. You can see I've got, well, blank 1 and blank 1, because one of these was actually a digital level 0 and then a digital level 1. And then I just started making levels 2s and 3s. So each one of these has their individual ID names. When I got to the blank 1, you know, it was just a basic platform. There was no other structures there. Blank 2 was about the same, or excuse me, blank 0 and blank 1. Blank 2 was about the same. But when I got to the third world, which I've got loaded up here, let's just pop in. And we can see what we did. Come on, any day now. Come on, any day now. Come on, any day now. I'm just really excited. There we go. Ow. Oops. I'm out of power. I didn't have enough power for it. Uh-oh, I'm gonna die. I wanna die. Wanna die. If I can get back without dying. I didn't come with enough power. Hold on. I thought it has power in it. Was I not paying attention? I do not have the world. Okay, the world's got plenty of power in it. Why was I dying? Critical warning damage. Oh boy, that was a hoot. Let me go back here and get our doohickeys put on. I don't know why that was why that did that. That's kind of freaking me out. Let's let that power up. All right. Well, I've got. Let's see. What was wrong with that? Someone tell me what was wrong with that world. Let's see. I've got... Oh, because I didn't dial to it. That's what I did wrong. See, guys, when you're watching this video, I show you what not to do. All right. So we want to be in world 3. So when our dialing device is going to make sure I'm dialed up to world 3. So I want to click here, and dial. There we go. Now, hopefully I don't get my butt bit off when I get back here. Let's see. We're going to go whoosh. Come on. Any day now. There we go. Look, it doesn't bite me this time. All right. So this is our world 3. So when I got here, I guess this is like the tendrils world, which means, oh, there's a cow up there. So everything is kind of like connected, but there's a lot of different materials here. So if I ever wanted to go digging, you know, I can come here. What is that? What are you? Oh my gosh, chance cube. I am not touching you right now. But, well, I could touch it in this world. It wouldn't bite. But if you see all the, everything's pretty much kind of connected. Even the further out you go, they're kind of all weaving in and out of the world. So what I did is I made a feature Dimlet. And I came in here and I absorbed this world. So, you know, instead of making a terrain Dimlet like I did last time, apparently I needed to make a feature Dimlet. So let's head back. And let me just hop in here over to our little Dimlet inscriber here. Not inscriber. Our Dimlet workbench. So I needed to make a feature Dimlet. And if you see, there's all these different features here. So that world that we just saw was a tendrils world. So let's see, let me show you the recipe for a feature Dimlet. Oh, I'm typing. Oh, I'm typing up there. I need to type down here. Let's close it out because apparently they want to connect. Feature Dimlet. So this is our feature absorber. And that's made by, you make the machine frame, 4 pieces of wool, a couple of diamonds, and a couple of emeralds. Very easy material with what we have so far. So you take that Dimlet and you set it in that world. We've done this tons of times before. We've done a biome absorber. We've done a materials absorber. This one's just a feature absorber. So you set it in the world and it absorbs the feature of that world. So as you can see here, let me go ahead and break this down because I went ahead and created the iron dimlet. Let me extract it. So you'll see the material dimlet, which is what we used last time, is in front of the feature dimlet for the tendrils. I didn't show you the recipe for that. I am not a good YouTuber today. So the feature dimlet, if you hover over it, it takes the base item, the rarity level is 0, the energy and memory are both 1, and you need to use a feature controller, which our chest here has all of our controllers in it. So it's a dimlet feature type controller, and then you put the absorber, whatever feature you've absorbed, here at the end. So when we go back over here to our inscriber, we had our blank or empty dimension tab. We used our material dimlet block, which we created last time. We put that in front of the feature dimlet. We store it, and we get a dimlet. See, I think I called it iron block last time. Let me make sure if I hit enter, will that change it? Yeah, iron block item ID. So we have this iron block world. So let's go ahead and hop into it. Let's put this in our doohickey here. It's going to gain a little bit power. I'm going to grab something to eat while that's gaining power because I am starved. Let me just use I don't want to use apples. I think I got some potatoes over here or something easy to chew on. We spread. Okay. All right. So we're going to let that charge up, and then we're going to go ahead and head out into this world. Let's see, it's not fully charged up yet. Okay, well, while that's charging, let me come over here and show you what I have also been working on, because remember, the goal is we want to make a dragon dimension, and in order to make that dragon dimension, we're going to need a rarity level 6 of the doohickeys over here. Oops, get back up there. I think I'm lagging. So the rarity levels are here. So right now we've got 0 through 4. We have not received any rarity level 6s. And the only way to get these extra dimlet items are through the dimlet parcels, which only drop from Endermen, at least so they say. Let's take a look at our doohickey here. These also drop from epic loot bags. So what I've been doing, I've kind of modified my loot bag opener doohickey over here. I'm working on this, and I'll work on this in between episodes to get more items. So we already had our loot recycler. It was going in, creating loot bags from all the different mob drops in here. And of course the common will go up to uncommon, uncommon will go up to rare, rare will go up to epic. So I've changed my filter here to start only pulling out epic loot bags. And the epic loot bags, when they pull out, they will go into our bag opener here. And I've got the bag opener, I originally had it go into a chest, but it was filling up so quickly with how many epic loot bags that I had. Now that's slowed down quite a bit because I've used up all the epic loot bags that were there. But I'll go ahead, right now I am going to have this go ahead and pull into our ender chest system, which is the white, which is just pulling directly into our system over here. But let me just show you with all the epic loot bags that I had. I went ahead and took some of the materials that did pull out, such as like the chest and the helms. I put those back into the recycling system. But from that, I did get 19 more Dimlet parcels. So I think that I'm going to do this as a farming system. Some people I know, they create create a dimension full of like Endermen to make that their farming system, and they go out and kill a bunch of Endermen. I'm lazy. So I'm actually just using this loot bag system. Now, in addition to what I just said there, I've also got behind here is a zombie essence plant, and underneath that zombie essence plant, or right next to it, I've got the growth crystals, and I've got tier 3 growth crystals. I've got 4 of those, but directly below it I've got growth accelerators all the way down as far as I can go. So I'm down at Y level 0, and that's as far as it'll go. So I'm trying to make this crop grow as instantly as possible. Let me take my magnet off here. So because of that, that's feeding into our crafting tier system here. And every time it gets 3 of the essences, it makes 12 rotten flesh. Those rotten flesh now go directly into our loot recycler. So we're getting a pretty good supply of rotten flesh. I'll probably do this with either more rotten flesh or skeleton essences. And for you guys that don't know, I made the zombie essence seed. Zombie seed. This was a little bit of work to get because I needed to have 4 of the zombie chunks. Now, if you don't remember from earlier episodes, in order to get zombie chunks, you needed to have a solarium dagger. So there is a solium dagger, and that's made from the solium ingots and the mystical tool rods, and you get the solium ingots by smelting down the solium dust, and you get that by taking soul dust and prudentium essence. Soul dust is just melting down soulstone, and that's the recipe for soulstone. I'm not going to go into details on that here. That's in the earlier episodes, but you can kind of break down the recipe. So you use your solium dagger to go over here and you find a bunch of zombies. What I ended up doing, I paused my my doohickey over here, my what is this, my gosh, what was that, well of suffering. I paused that so I can use my dagger to kill the mobs that were currently in here, so I can get a bunch of mob souls. So I got the zombie essence to make one seed. If I want to do another one, let's see, do I have any more soul chunks in here just from earlier? Let's see, chunks. I've got some experience chunks. I don't want that. I've got some chicken chunks, and I've got slime chunks. So I just got a few chunks. Got another parcel in there. Well, maybe I forgot it was in there, or maybe I got it from an Enderman. I don't know. Brain, keep going. Okay, so that's what I'm working on right now. I'm just having this go through, and it's feeding directly into the system. So that's been running for just a little while, not very long, maybe a couple of hours game time, probably not even that long. But let's see how many parcels they have now fed into our system. Oh, we got 7 additional parcels here. So I've got 27 parcels. I'm going to open those in between episodes and hopefully get a lot more, and maybe we'll get a rarity 6. If we do, we're going to make an Ender Dragon dimension because we've already got the essence. The only thing we need is the mob. Now, let's hop back over here. It looks like our world has been built. We got backup power. So we are going to make sure we change our dialing device to go to that iron block world. So we're going to dial there and dial OK. So let's hop in here and see what this looks like. Start teleportation. Whoosh. Come on, you can do it. Any day now. There we go. All right, so we can see we're in the same type of world. It is the feature is still the tendrils, but if you notice, every piece of material in here is now a block of iron. So if I wanted to just come in here and farm iron, I've got my little doohickey, our staff power here. Let me go ahead and pop my ring on. I can just kind of go through here and just farm iron for days. Now, if I wanted to, if I stand here, I'll probably break a lot faster. You can also use a different kind of pick, if you want it, because for some reason, either I don't know how, but my draconic staff of power is not set to have a vein miner on it. But it works fast enough that, like I said, I can come in here and just grab tons of iron. Now remember, it took about 100 blocks of iron to create this world. So, once you get that first 100 back, you're in the clear on that. So let's head back. I'm going to put this iron in the refined storage system for right now. And we'll come back to it because I want to do this same feature. Let me put everything up here. I want to just show you. Well, there's a couple things I want to do. So that was the tendrils world. So I'm kind of interested to see if I wanted to create another dimension. So the dimension 3, I want to hang on to that because that is the base for the tendrils world if I want to go back to it. I want to see what other kind of dimension I can get. So these digital dimlets, which are kind of IDing our items, we start out with level 0. When you put those into your crafting grid, they change numbers. So that's a 1, that's a 2, that's a 3, I'm just kind of curious. Let's see what a digital world 4 looks like. So I'm just going to pop our blank dimension tab up here, put in the digital ID. So we're going to call this digital 4, and we're just going to give it a number 4 here, store it, and let that world build up. So that's what I did between episodes. It didn't take that long to build them. Let me put my iron world over here. And luckily, it only took me about 3 or 4 tries to get that world. What I'm going to do in between episodes is I'm going to try to create a draconium world, because then it's going to take at least 100 blocks of draconium for the material absorber to go through. But I've got plenty of draconium to be able to make the world. And again, once you get those blocks back by going into the world, you're pretty much at a profit, if you want to think of profit and loss. So let's see if this world is it's being created. So it's about halfway through. I love how much power this thing is putting out. Let's see, we are full on power, or we were full on power. We marked that off in the book last time as I think as talking about energy ball being full. Hopefully this will create us enough draconium to make it a level 6, eventually a level 7, and a tier level 8. Let's see how we're doing here. Okay, we are just about full here. So this is going to be our ID 4. So let's go ahead and dial, because the world's already created. So once this reaches 100%, that world is created. You can go into it. What this is doing is just telling you how much power is in the world, and you need to be full on power, or not full on power, but at least have enough power coming in to keep that world open. So let's go ahead and hop back over here. We want to go from here to number 4. So let's dial that up and let's hop in. Let's see what number 4 looks like. Because 0, 1, and 2, they were blank, just like number 4. So there's nothing here. So I'm going to do one more just so you guys can get the concept on it. And oops, where'd it go? Put me back over here. So let's take this world out. We're going to destroy this world here. So we're going to put this back over here. Oops, put it in here. Extract, and we're going to take our Dimlet number here, put it in our crafting grid, and we're going to change it from a 4 to a 5. And let's try to create another world. This is number 5. Store. And what's going to happen is, eventually I'm going to hit 9. I can create more digital digits here, and I can make 1 0 for 10, 1 1 for 2, 1 2 for 3. So you can actually make more digital IDs, so you can have as many numbers as you want. The main purpose is you want to make sure that that world, if the world is not one that you want to create and you want to try to get a new one, kind of a random choice, you have to give it a different number. So this one's already at 100%. It's just building up additional power here. So let's go ahead and dial this to our world number 5. This has a different ID number of 10. Oops, I didn't click on dial. World 5, dial, and the dial is okay. So let's hop in and see what number 5 looks like. Ooh, this is a pretty one. Whoa, what is that? All right, so these are balls of, I got netherrack. I got nether, what is that? That's nether, well, that's netherrack. What is this right here? Chisel netherrack. Okay, so this is a ball world, as best I can say it. Now I want to check in here because sometimes these balls are full of liquids and sometimes they are solid. So let me break in here. Looks like these are completely solid. So actually, you know what? We're going to create our draconium world out of this feature here. So let's head back. And what we want to do, we want to absorb this feature. And again, like I said, you guys have already known, I don't want to make this episode longer than it has to be, but, you guys are, of course, getting the concept of how to make different dimensions to get what you need. And so right now our goal is still to try to get a tier level 6 parcel so we can make the Ender Dragon world. I'll work on that between episodes, open up all these parcels that I got, and then we'll be good to go to mark off that achievement. So I want to make a feature absorber. These, I've got that ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and hop back over here and let this absorb the feature while I do a quick outro here. Hop on in there. Oh, teleportation when stand still. Don't move around. There we go. All right, so I'm going to just sit this down, and it's just going to absorb. Oops. Okay. It's a creeper right there. Bad creeper. All right, so I'm just going to sit this down and let this absorb this feature. And while it's doing that, I want to thank you guys so much for watching these episodes. I really do hope you're enjoying the series. I do want to point out here real quick, if you look at my mini map, look how cool that looks. All those balls instead of just sitting around here. But anyway, again, you know, you guys, your support is so awesome. I really do hope you're enjoying the series. You know, these more complicated achievements, they are taking longer. I get these bonus episodes out just for you guys and for me too, because I don't want to do so much off camera without kind of telling you guys what I'm working on. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, tips, tricks, techniques, or just want to say hi, pop a comment down at the bottom. I'm like, you know, you guys are so awesome. You know, your support, it just means so much to me. I'm getting more subscribers. I'm still aiming for that 50 subscriber mark. So if you're new to my channel, go ahead and click subscribe. You know, you can even leave a comment if you don't want to subscribe. But, you know, I'm going to do a nice thank you video once I reach 50 subscribers, just to let you guys, you know, show you guys how much you really mean to me. So that's pretty much all I have to say for right now. We're going to go ahead and absorb this feature. We're going to create a whole big world all out of draconium balls. That's going to be awesome to see, and I'm going to get tons of draconium from there. So pretty much that's it. So until next time, guys, I will talk to you all later. So bye.